going on, YouTube? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my new nuke tutorial with no payload. This is the updated version, okay? Quite the same, just we don't have the payload. So it's going to be a little bit different. The start is going to be the exact same. Off the drop, you want to look for a circle that is favorable and has a good place to play defense on, because you're going to want to grab the crown and defend it in a strong area, i.e. a black site or a building that is very hard to approach, like a building downtown or something like that. I really prefer to use black sites because you have the constant UAV. I look for a circle that is centered around a black site. After that, we will land in 3 to 4 helis. After you get your 4 helis off spawn, you want to loot around and grab as much loot as you can as quickly as possible up until that 20-second mark. At 20 seconds, you want to be in your heli and flying towards the middle of the map. So at the 10-second mark, when the stronghold spawn, you can go to the closest one as possible. Very important that you are the first to the stronghold, so you get your loadout in the black site key. The black site is absolutely crucial. It makes your life so much easier. After you do the stronghold, you want to immediately leave and go do the black site. Don't forget to grab the 2 silver chests in both the stronghold and the black site, which will give you streaks and a lot of money. And then from there, we decide when we're going to pick up the first element. The first element, which is the crown, you want to bring back to either the black site or a very, very strong defendable location, like a building or something like that. There's 2 ways you can do this. You can drop it in your black site and then just defend while people push you, like a building or something, and just look over it. And while people go for it, you can shoot them while they go for it. But I really recommend having control of the orb, because it gets very messy if you drop it in some random place around the map and let people fight over it. So after we bring the first element back to the black site, if there is not a lot of people around, we will send 2 people to go get the second and the third orb. However, if there are a lot of people around the black site, we will send only 1 person to go get the second and the third element with a heli. It's very important that you have your helis scattered around the black site or wherever you are holding. They don't get blown up by airstrikes, mortars, and other people, because you're going to need these to make it to the reactor first at the very beginning of the 4th round. So once you get all the elements picked up and brought back to the location where you are defending, you want to start aggressively clearing out as best as possible the people in your surrounding areas. Now, this may seem difficult, but the black site UAV makes it a lot easier. But this is imperative. You can't let people sit around your black site or your location that you're defending. Otherwise, when it's time to leave, they'll just shoot your vehicles and make it very, very, very hard to rotate to the reactor when it drops in the 4th zone. So you want to play aggressive here. You want to have really good communication with your teammates, and you want to take team fights and start clearing out side by side by side, or team or person by person by person. When the reactor drops in the 4th zone, you want to be ready with a heli, an advanced UAV, and all 3 of the orbs to immediately go as the reactor is dropping down. Sometimes the reactor drops at different speeds. Sometimes it goes really fast and sometimes it's slow. So you have to take a look at the reactor and judge the speed on when it's coming down. You don't want to go too early, and you definitely don't want to go too late. So make sure you take a look at the reactor and see how fast it's dropping down. Once you judge the speed of the reactor, I would pop the advanced UAV, get in the heli, pick up the person with all 3 of the elements, and go directly to the reactor. 2 people, 1 person flies, the other person has all the elements, they go to the reactor. The other 2 players find a very suitable position that has eyes on the reactor where they can defend from. And that's basically the gist of it. Then it's just the 2-minute timer for the bomb to go off, where you just have to scatter around and defend the bomb from people trying to defuse it. Here's a quick tip. We learned this recently. The airstrikes take between 15 and 20 seconds. So if you have 4 or 5 airstrikes, you want to control the airspace. And what I mean by that is you want to call an airstrike in, even if it's a little bit early, so that no one else can call an airstrike in, and that you know the timings for the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th airstrike. Because with it being 15 to 20 seconds, somewhere in between there, you can control the last, if you have 5 airstrikes, you can control the last minute or so of the bomb timer. So if you start those airstrikes at 50, 60 seconds, you'll have airspace crowded the entire time. Other than that, that's about it. I hope this information helps you guys and you get all the nukes you ever wanted. Best of luck out there, soldiers. Airstrike on bomb. There's a guy on it. There's a guy on it. I knocked 2 on it. Smoke me if you can. I knocked another one. Nice. He selfed on the bomb. He selfed on the bomb. There's 3 on the bone.
Yeah, I've got an A on it. They're all dead.
One more on it. One more on it.
Let's go, boys. That's how we do it.
Let's go, baby.
That was so clean. That was textbook, baby. It's too easy. It's literally too easy for us. Good work, boys.